first video, they have the same title. This one has two because I didn't want that other shit also along with the video, but it's also still along with the video. So hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a message for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, my messages are timeless, so when you see them is when you're meant to hear them. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, please don't forget to hit the post notification bell so you can get alerts when my videos are posted. Pisces, if you're new to my platform, welcome. Please hit that subscription button. It would totally mean the world to me. We have a prayer for divine alignment and peace. O cosmic creator, source of all life and light, you're my shepherd, guiding me through every valley, every shadow. I lack nothing, for you lead me beside the still waters and restore my soul. In your presence I find peace and strength, for you're with me always. Your rod and staff comfort me, and your love prepares a path before me. 7. Oh, all right, Dad. You done did it again. Come in. Y'all, they just don't want me to tell y'all about the lies, huh? Hi, 7. Hi, 7. How are you? Hey, on my legs.
Autumn.
Come on,
Get down.
scratch.
Get down.
You taking them with you to the place?
I'm taking them back home. I just took them so they can run around outside while
okay.
do this.
Hey, y'all. Hey, 7. Big girl. Oh, I got something for y'all. Come on. All right, y'all.
Come on, y'all.
Hold on. Let's see. Come on. Let's
You
go.
guys brought them real quick because I was going to be outside anyway. Come on. You're not here. Come on. Look. You got to hurry up.
All right, y'all. So as y'all know, Earth School message, everything happens for a reason. So I have been home by myself for over 24 hours. Was not expecting anybody to come over at all, period. Mind you, y'all have had 2 interruptions for the same title, same video. Mind you, I turned it off, restarted it, got the same disruption twice. All right, so 2 things taking place. Maybe the person was trying to, come clean or tell y'all something. Maybe got interrupted. Maybe got sidetracked. Because as y'all see, this is what's happening here. But we'll see how it coincides with the message because I'm fucking confused. We was talking about security and protection. We was talking about the ancestors. We was talking about the messages. So I told y'all yesterday the message. I came to tell y'all. I was going to come tell y'all the message, but I got the message on the way going to get something to eat. I forgot the message. They made sure I remember the message. This morning I'm sitting here, and as y'all see, this is a product of whatever the fuck is happening. Anyway, let's get back to where we was. Y'all, what the fuck? Okay, so the second one was the animals. So okay, so maybe the other thing is for early warning systems. The first warning, second warning. This might have been the second fucking warning, all right? So take it how it resonates for you. Mind you, my prayer got disrupted. So that may be the other thing. So we got a prayer for divine alignment and peace because we've also been talking about alignment, things coming into alignment and the way things work, the way things connect. So a prayer for divine alignment and peace, O cosmic creator, source of all life and light, you're my shepherd guiding me through every valley, every shadow. I lack nothing, for you lead me beside the still waters and restore my soul. All right, slow down. So I got disrupted. Now all of a sudden it feels like I'm speeding. But the universe is saying, slow down. I lack nothing, for you lead me beside the still waters and restore my soul. In your presence I find peace and strength, for you're with me always. Your rod and staff comfort me, and your love prepares a path before me, even in the face of adversity. Grant me the serenity to embrace what I cannot change, the courage to change what is within my power, and the wisdom to discern the difference as I walk each day in faith. In the presence of your infinite grace, I am unafraid, for your kingdom flows through me as it does all creation. With deep gratitude, I give thanks for the miracles already set in motion in my life. Shift what must be shifted, move what needs to be moved, and illuminate my path with your divine light. Align my heart, my actions, and my will with your soul, for I know you have already provided the strength, guidance, and blessings that I need. I release all fear and I surrender fully to your higher wisdom. May your goodness and mercy follow me all the days of my life as I dwell in your sacred presence now and forever. Amen. All right, so that pause gave me this. If you forgot where you were, it's like reciting a prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thine will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses. Okay, so if you start saying a prayer or if you were in the middle of a prayer and then you forget, it's like you forgetting the lines or where you are. But anyway, it's alignment because you picked right back up on it in the same, like right where it was. All right, so what happened and what triggered whatever this is? All right, so I got woke up this morning and I went and I saw this. Let me see if I can play it because out of nowhere this came into my reality. All right, I can't play it because I can't find it. All right, so anyway, what it was Unc 607, and he was discussing something about babies, and he said babies are manipulative, right? And so he said, "Fuck them kids." He's not wrong. I think the delivery is fucked up because again, it's the thing. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. So the delivery is fucked up. So I made a comment, and normally I don't even comment. I just put a heart and keep it pushing. This time I made a comment. I said he's not wrong. If y'all spiritual people believe that, well, some spiritual people believe that your contract was signed, sealed, and delivered when you came into this realm, right? So that means that you already have an agenda. When you were born, you already had an agenda when you got here, right? You just were put in a vessel that was too small for you to move around, too small for you to do what you needed to do all on your own. So now let's look through the lens of a soul contract, right? what people do or experience isn't always by accident. It's more like a chosen curriculum, like we talk about here at Earth School, right? So the idea is before incarnation, a soul agrees to certain lessons and relationship challenges, even blessings, all of which grow as you are here, all of which, shape your growth as you're here, right? From that perspective, someone saying that kids are manipulative, babies are manipulative, or conniving is not wrong. Um, this is what you came here to do. This is your soul contract. But damn, why the fuck would you give me an assignment and then put me in a little miniature ass body? Like, what the fuck? So when someone says this is what I came here to do, they're not lying. They're aligning with their preset agenda. I came here to be a lover. I came here to be a teacher. I came here to be a student. I came here to be a guide. Not lying. Aligning with your preset agenda, right? So it doesn't mean that everything is rigidly predetermined either, though. Most teachings about soul contracts leave room for free will because free will is a thing. We talked about yesterday somebody being charged with crimes against humanity because they tapped into or they tethered or they fucked with somebody's free will, right? So most teachings about soul contracts leave room for free will, period. Like electives in school, because that's also like a thing. You have core lessons that you have signed up for, but how do you navigate them? How quickly you learn them and how quickly you repeat them or transcend them is up to you. Okay? So it's the life experience, right? So here we go, your soul contract and the agenda of the spirit. Because your message says they lied. They lied, they lied, and they lied. Let's see, what y'all message say? Where is y'all fucking message at anyway, first and foremost? Y'all message say, Pisces, the amount of lies. Hey, Miss Kelly, hi. I can see the chat now. It said, okay, hold on, never mind. It says the amount of lies that they try to tell and are being exposed for are astronomical. I still can't see it, but I remember it after that. Miss Kelly said hi again. Hi, Miss Kelly. That was your first attempt. Then 22, 33 hours time. Okay, period. Okay, Miss Kelly got the numbers down and she got 22, 22. We cooking. All right, Miss Kelly, thank you for that. I appreciate it. All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Grand Rising, Rich Rising, however y'all want to say it, whatever y'all want to do. Bismillah. All right, we starting. So soul contracts and agendas of the spirit. If you believe in soul contracts, then you understand that not everyone is lying when they say, I came here to do this. I came here to fuck your ass up. I came here to get your ass off of your assignment. I came here to do great things. I came here to be a blessing. I came here to, change the world. Some of them know their soul contract. Some of them are tapping into their soul contract. Some of them are aligned with their soul contract. Somebody about to get fucked up though, because literally, part of this message also pertained to what was the fucking word? They used a word. They keep using words to me that I'll be like, where the fuck? Why would y'all think I would pick this word out of no fucking where? But I guess that's the reason why they're using those words, because it would stand out to me like, who the fuck is putting these words? Maybe it might be the vocabulary lesson of the day. All right, but either way, like, what the fuck? Because if y'all want me to get the message and hear it properly, how the fuck y'all giving me words? I got to go. But either way, we're going to take it how it resonates. I ain't complaining, okay? We're going to do the fucking job that, you know, we were assigned to. All right, so many of us have agreed before we even took our first breath, like, this is what we are meant to do. This is what we are here to do. You done already signed contracts. You know how the kids was laughing when you was younger. You'd be like, my mama put her our electric in my name. Well, guess what? You was already signing contracts spiritually and everything else. Energetically, you were already doing that ahead of time. Many of us agree before we even took our first breath to walk certain paths, meet certain people, and to face certain lessons. These agreements are not punishments. They are assignments. You are under assignment. You know what happens when you don't turn your assignment in? You fucking fail. And sometimes you have to repeat the lesson and then you have to repeat the class or you have to repeat whatever. Like, who the fuck want to do that? I don't know about y'all, but I'll be crossing T's and dotting I's because, bitch, I'm tired, right? I'm tired of fucking with these people. And then it's almost like this. It's like with like jury duty. I didn't ask, but apparently, here you go. You asking to be a part of society, so you asked for jury duty. I really didn't, but apparently if you move here, you ask for it. Anyway, same scenario as, your bitch ass coming into this realm. All right. So let's see, who was that? Empress. Hey, welcome. Thank you for being here. All right. Um, just like school, some lessons are required while others are electives. Free will gives you the choice of how to move through them. Do you repeat the class? Because guess what? You can have free will. Your bitch ass can do as much as you want to fucking do. You can avoid the lessons. You can avoid whatever it is, but your bitch ass gonna keep repeating it. And I'm talking to all y'all. I'm talking to all of us. I'm talking to me. All right. So I don't really like that. Right. So to me, it's like, get in the field, bitch. Okay, we gonna have to get in the field because I'm tired, I'm over it, and I'm sick of looking at these dumbass niggas because these motherfuckers are epic failures. Like, I ain't never seen such a group of fucking men that is so controlled by pussy and ass. It is ridiculous. Like, what is up with y'all? And then they sit on internet and lie all fucking day long. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, take a deep breath and go figure out something else to do. Like, go better your motherfucking mom, bitch. Either way, here we are. And I ain't sorry for the cuss words either. So there's that. So take it how it resonates, because I feel like this morning they strongly wanted to irritate me, and I'm going to just do it back. So here we go. I told y'all, here sometimes the assignments and the lessons, all right? So, just like school, some lessons are required while others are electives. This shit is required. Earth school is fucking required. Okay? You got to get the signals. You got to get the synchronicities. You got to pick up the message. Pick up the fucking message. Pick up the goddamn phone. The message is the message. I know y'all might be upset about y'all little raggedy ass kids and shit that, learning. But mind you, little do y'all know they smarter than y'all. That's the fucked up part. The kids, you know how they say out of the mouths of babes? Like, adults think that just because they're big in stature and size, that they are the smartest. Actually, the kids just came from divine. The kids were, and that's why a lot of fucking adults are doing shit to fucking kids, because they know, like, these kids are closer to the divine, to God, because they just came from there. The adults are fucked up, okay? So take it how it resonates. And this is why they tell you got to get back to your childlike stature, your childlike energy in order for you to manifest. The adults are fucked up. And I'm not going to keep telling y'all. And I'm not sorry about the way I said it, because period. Strength, first and foremost, sir, are you on Instagram or are you not on Instagram? Because I got something to say to you, and I'm tired of fucking trying to give you a message that, like, why are you on Instagram or not? Like, answer fast, sir. All right, so remember, your soul came here with an agenda. You were on assignment when you came here. And guess who thought that they should teach you something? These big ass stupid ass adults that was already conditioned before that. So guess who's the big ass stupid ass adults? That would be us. Okay? And mind you, I feel like this message is irritating me, because the more I feel like, the more I figure out that these people, all they have done is lied and manipulate and abuse and fucking tamper. The shit's starting to piss me the fuck off. And I feel like all the time somebody needs to be smacked. Because why do y'all have to do that? Okay, well then that would explain it. That's me you talking. I'm trying to. I told you I done called you multiple times. I had a message to tell you, but now, nigga, the message was this. It said, I think I took the picture. It said it got removed for you. That's what they keep saying. And it was weird because as I was calling you, I kept trying to call you on Instagram. I called you for like 4 days because for some reason it almost felt like you were calling me. Like it was like you was pulling me, but then something kept happening because the call kept getting dropped, and then it was almost like like blockages. So it was almost like somebody standing in your way to kind of hinder you in some form or fashion. And so every time I called, this banner would pop up on the IG, and it would say it was removed for you. Like the call, it was not going through. Mind you, lately I've been being kept from talking to certain people because my phone has been doing random shit when it comes to me calling people that I'm trying to talk to. Meanwhile, universe is blocking, like, to me, I think certain people. But for you, it was like I could feel you pulling me, and it was almost like somebody else being used as a shield to stand in front of me. Like that, or you, either one, because it's like a screen, an invisible screen that keeps going up. And either way, your energy is pulling on my energy for some reason, because it's giving alerts blockages. Like something is happening with you. Somebody is putting like some type of illusion or something, but it's strange because it seems like a, you remember that Harry Potter blanket, like when the cloak of his invisibility, it's like that. It's almost like somebody trying to cover you up in a way, but it's weird because um your energy is outside of that box. So I don't know what the fuck is happening with you, but you better figure it the fuck out, because I've been trying to give you the message for over, I want to say 3 weeks. Your energy pulled my energy to say something to you, but literally somebody has a cloak of invisibility put over top of your energy. But mind you, your energy's outside of the box. So clearly you're bigger than whoever's doing it, but either way, you're still falling under whatever they're doing. So you better figure it out, sir. Anyway, back to the thing. Um, but everything happens for a reason, because here it goes again. You see how it gets sidetracked because the message then got sidetracked 3 times. Now that's the third time, because now you insert energy. So this could be exactly how it's happening. While I keep saying that the frequency keeps being sent out, but somehow the frequency keeps getting blocked, or the energy. But anyway, they done sent in the distractions. So the distraction squad is now on y'all ass. And I told y'all before, because remember, I didn't fall for the distraction. The nigga just told me, I'm coming to your house. No, the fuck you not. Like, you made that decision all by yourself. He was nothing but a distraction. But I'm not going to do it. A lot of y'all have allowed the distractions in. But guess what? See you next lifetime, bitch, because you're going to have to go through the same exact thing, because y'all keep fucking playing with these people thinking, oh, this is the person, this is the person. Bitch, it's not the person. The energetic signature of the person is running closely to the person, the other person, and y'all are with an imposter. And the reason why it's being shown, and the reason why they want to be shown so bad, is because they get fuck your shit up. Like, y'all, I keep trying to tell y'all, stop falling for that shit. Stop falling for that. Strength said you're right. I mean, Strength, you know I sit by myself, so ain't no way. The only motherfuckers in this bitch is the sons and shit. You know, I'm trying to figure that part out, because, you know, whatever. But either way, I've been cussing everybody out fucking left and right, because I can see the moves that everybody's making, but why the fuck can't y'all see the moves that y'all are making? Why is it that people do shit and then they act like they are oblivious to what the fuck they did? You're not oblivious to what you're doing. And again, it may be the thing. Pharaoh, you know how God hardened Pharaoh's heart, so he couldn't change his his stripes if he wanted to, because that was the way it had to go. Maybe that's the way it had to go because that's your agenda, that's your assignment. Your assignment may be just to be a hating ass bitch. Your assignment may be to be a hero. Your assignment may be to be a good for nothing ass, murderous, whatever. Whatever your agenda is, they also said there is free will, but remember, you couldn't do it if you wanted to. Like, what the fuck? What type of free will is that? So I feel like it's all been like sort of a setup. Anyway, like I said, the more I talk about it, the more shit pissing me the fuck off, because at what point in time are the games gonna stop? All right, but the games just began. So just so y'all know, take it how it resonates. The game's just begun. Because I hear the song, we've only just begun. Anyway, 2 frequencies also being put the fuck out, because just like I just did that, guess what? One person is putting out a frequency, but remember I told you one is the real, one is the fake. I was talking to everybody because I needed everybody to get on one accord. I don't care which one you are, the real one or the fake one. I don't care. All I need for you to understand is the energy needs to touch and agree. Bitch, I sent the signal. Now, everybody get on the same accord. And I did call a nigga a bitch. Just know. Because, again, there's a true one and there's a fake one. It don't mean nothing by it unless it's smoke. And like I said, if it's up, it's always going to be up. And if it's love, it's always going to be love. Take it how it resonates. But, I'm willing to do all things, because when God says go, guess what we do? We go. All right? All right. So now we're talking about the kids, because y'all agenda and y'all children are the source. The agenda and the children, the little children, are the source. And so this is why now you have all these people are run on, trying to do stuff to little kids, this, that, and the third. If your big grown ass don't stand up and shield and block and protect, and what did they tell you? You can't protect the children. You can't protect anybody. You can't protect when you are fucking distracted. And it's a lot of fucking distractions. Now, point your big grown ass, turn around to look at the agenda, the fresh ones, the one that came in. Because again, if you are the protector, the teacher of the innocent, remember, when one thing exists, so does the other. And when the demons and the devils, your mom and your daddy and the other people who come out that are, on assignment to stop little Ricky Bobby from doing, great things in the world, they out here kidnapping, stealing, trying to drain the blood, do all this weird ass shit that is ungodly. But meanwhile, they do it in the name of God. That's weird. Anyway, so here we go. Remember, your soul came here with an agenda, not to trap you, but to awaken you. Every encounter, every challenge, every blessing is a part of that greater unfolding. So ask yourself today, am I resisting the contract, or am I fulfilling it with grace? Because remember, we're being taught language, right? Why the fuck are we being taught language? Why are we being taught words? Because you were able to communicate before now without the words. The babies understood you. You understood the babies. Now nobody understands anybody or anything, because I'm talking to y'all, but half of y'all probably don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about anyway. Or I'm talking to y'all, half of y'all just don't give a fuck. And the ones that do, well, we kind of almost know what to do, but don't know what to do. Because why are you giving this shit to us, but you're not also giving us the tools to be able to change things? But guess what? We already had the tools. We just got to tap into the frequency, because the frequency is what's important. Now, what if the babies do remember? What if the babies do remember? And that's why we have a language barrier, and they won't tell the adults. And by the time they do become adults, they've already been conditioned by this world, which I feel like is the truth. So babies come in fresh from source. They cry, they coo, they babble, and sounds that adults fully don't understand. What if that's not just baby talk, but them carrying the memory of where they came from, a higher realm, their last lifetime, or even their soul contract? The language barrier could serve as protection. If the babies could clearly explain what they remember, it might disrupt the illusion the adults are already caught in. Because remember what I told y'all, the mind, the brain is going to protect the human. You're not ready. You're not ready for all this spaghetti, all right? You're not ready. They said you ain't ready for this jelly. All right. The language barrier. So we think of language barriers of like, we can't speak Spanish, or we can't speak Tibetan, or we can't speak fucking French or Italian, but because we have a language barrier. So everybody was taught to speak English, but the shit is fucked up because literally I'm over here last night because, as y'all know, I told y'all I was in training. I have new teachers now, right? Shut your ass up. I have new teachers now, right? And so, as my teachers, the invisible ones are now sending me messages and are now guiding me and pointing me to shit. Last night, I am led to Quran stories, right? Now, the Quran stories are apparently the Bible stories, but they just have different names. So it was talking about Adam, and then it went into the stories, and I swear it must have been Noah, but it's a different name. And so, I'm over here like, what the fuck is this? Right? Because what the fuck is this? So I'm listening to this shit and I fall asleep listening to this. And then I'm like, here we go again. It's repetitive. It's the same shit. Like, y'all literally sat up here and said, okay, so the Bible has been rewritten, Old Testament, New Testament. Only thing the Quran did was took the same exact stories and I ain't putting my mouth on none of the shit. So y'all say what you will, do what you will, talk to God about it. Because at this point, I'm tired of all y'all. So the writers, the producers, the fucking all y'all. So all they did was put the stories, put their own spin on it, and then they said in record the Quran has never been touched or retouched. Either way, y'all is pissing me the fuck off, everybody, because literally all this shit is nothing but lies, and y'all can take it how it resonates and everything else. And even when God said do this and go here and there, and I said, why would you want me to be anywhere remotely near any of these fucking people when you know God? All right, so I did it anyway, right? Because we don't really question; we just do what we need to do. Even though I said some shit, right? And God heard me because again, once you thought it, it got sent into the universe. And then I got told not to be saying shit, right? Hey Heather, hi, welcome, thank you for being here. Miss Kelly said that's a perspective that she didn't see. I mean, that's a fact. All we got to do is, like, think about it. And sometimes this is where the conditioning comes in at, because they don't want us thinking for ourselves. If you're a free thinker, you're a fucking danger to society. If you're not fucking motivated by materialistic ass shit, then you're a threat. Like a lot of these people are. They said on these podcasts and everything else, but their motivation is money. I'm gonna create poisons because these niggas ain't doing nothing but creating poisons too, just as well. But let me see how it metabolizes in your system, bitch. Turn your ass inside out, bitch. That's the only way you're gonna see that. Anyway, I'm tired of this whole entire system, and I might sound a little cranky, but my son been telling me, Mom, you starting to sound like, cause I'm fucking like, what the hell? Do everything gotta be a lie? Like, I'm tired of peeling back layers of lies and lies and lies about this fucking system and society. Meanwhile, I'm watching everybody say the same shit, but as they're saying this is the truth, why I can hear the lie in it? Because literally that's the truth that they told them to tell us. And I'm not buying it. I'm not fucking buying it. So please, go hustle man your shit somewhere else. Anyway, It's the energy. The energy is literally like, y'all, some of y'all don't even realize y'all be sitting around people and y'all energy is already annoyed and pissed off at these motherfuckers and this whole entire shit. But meanwhile, y'all so stuck on the people, y'all just be like, oh, it's just, such and such. No, bitch, you don't like them and they don't fucking like you. You're beneficial for this reason. This is why they want to be here. You suck a good mean, or whatever. They got a lot of money, or it's this, or it's that, it's whatever. But bitch, I really don't like you. I don't like you. But meanwhile, whatever it is that keeps pulling me and keeps holding you to whatever. No, I'm not talking about, just, but this is the way it is in relationships and things of that nature. This is the way people, like, y'all know y'all don't be liking these motherfuckers. Your breath is out of control in the morning. Or maybe your breath is just out of control, period. But either way, you look good and here we are. You don't smell all that great. Like, but they look good. They got status. So, let me go do a whole bunch of weird shit. Like, it's crazy the amount of shit that gets said about each and every one of us, right? On a daily basis. Behind our backs by people who say they ride for us. Meanwhile, this is shit that you could say to, tell them. Like, what's wrong with you saying, like, your breath is a little on 10 right now? Because, shit, people breath be on 10. You might eat some shit that, what I'm saying? Either way, or your gut health might not be all that great. Like, I'm looking at somebody and I swear this nigga got cancer. I don't want to say that and I don't want to put that on nobody, but that's not what you promoting. Nigga, your ass got cancer. And if you don't tell that to nobody and everybody out here thinking this person living healthy because they doing this, that, and the third. No, nigga got cancer. Like, look at them. But meanwhile, they sell you health shit. I don't like that. Like, is that how you got the cancer, nigga? No, but they gonna sell you health shit until the fuck they die in the name of, I had to, live my life. But meanwhile, nigga, you got cancer and you're selling health shit. That's weird. All right. I mean, maybe it's not weird. You see what I'm saying? But to me, it's weird only because why would you not tell the people that you have that? Or maybe they might not know. But it ain't no way you can't know because I can look at you and see that that is what that is. Either way, take it how it resonates. And I'm not, again, I'm don't want to speak nothing over to nobody, but stop lying to the people. Anyway, babies come in fresh from source. They cry, they coo, and they babble. In a language. That is still a language. It's like the autistic kids. Now the kids are back autistic. They're not talking, nonverbal. Well, if you actually understood, because I literally said this to somebody one time. All of a sudden, autistic, like, it was a thing with the autistic kids, right? And so, excuse me, I'm talking to one of autistic mothers, and I said, what if they're not speaking your language, right? What if they're not speaking your language? Because if these kids come in with a different language than us, we could be the fucking problem, but we always think that we're not, right? All right, so I said that to her. What if they speak in a different language? But then I also told one of the autistic moms, I said, why don't you learn sign language and see if that helps, right? Anyway, long story short, I'm watching a video out of nowhere, right? The mom said the kid is autistic, does not speak, or at least to her. She said they got in an Uber one day, and the Uber was African. The baby said something and laughed. One of the languages that she didn't know. So to her, it was nonverbal. It was just a sound. But what the fuck it was the baby was speaking fucking African. She said, ain't nobody in her family fucking African. It just happened to be that the fucking baby got in the Uber with an African man. The baby started speaking another language. The man picked up on the language because he knew a couple different languages, like, they do out of the country. And all of a sudden now the baby is having a conversation with this man that it does not know this man. And the mom said, how the fuck did the baby learn this language? Well, maybe because that was the baby's native tongue when it came into this realm. But because we don't speak African, or we don't speak patois, or we don't speak French, or we don't speak whatever the fuck, these souls are coming in. But remember, before we were taught multiple languages, but the system has now failed us, just like the system is failing us now, because all of a sudden now there is no civil rights. Everything is being stripped right in your face. Nobody's doing anything. The powers that be are not doing anything. Meanwhile, back at band camp, a lot of shit is being done. Because I told y'all already yesterday, I heard a whole conversation of spiritual crimes. And then I'm over here now finding myself saying something, and now I'm saying this shit out loud, and I'm saying, why are you starting to do that? Like, when I talked to myself before, I can repeat some shit and I can say something, but something is different about now the conversations that spiritually are being had and are being sent into the universe. Something is happening. Something is being triggered. All right. So the language barrier could serve as the protection. If the babies could clearly explain what they remember, it might disrupt the illusion that the adults are already caught in, because the adults are already conditioned one after another. And here we go, start to condition the kids because we want our babies to have the best life as possible. Meanwhile, we could be fucking these bitches up. Either way, because, clearly we have all been conditioned in all the wrong fucking ways. But the child seems to learn to speak the way that we do, society, schooling, and conditioning have already started shaping them, giving them a personality, giving them rules, giving them, like, what the fuck is this shit? Mind you, so I'm standing here, y'all know I did the auction thing, this, that, and the third. So something was in the auction box, and it kept saying, it said it's for 18 months plus, right? Or something of that nature. So I'm over here looking at this shit, and I'm saying, this gotta be for babies, right? Because this, like, what the fuck is this? I've never seen this. I got 4 kids. I've never seen no shit like this, right? So all of a sudden, like, I go look, Google translate, what the fuck is this thing? And it's a stand for babies that allows them to stand freely by themselves. So if I was at the kitchen counter cooking, my baby could stand beside me at the counter cooking, and be freely off on its own. So it's giving a baby, a child, like, more skills, or whatever. Anyway, so, but it looked like something fucking medieval times. Anyway, accidental babies, accidental fucking spirits, and accidental, because I told your motherfucking ass not to do this. And now there's an accidental baby. It wasn't such an accident because you stupid. And I wanted to make sure that you came off of your, I wanted to derail you. I wanted to take you off your high horse. So now you wouldn't have a baby with a karmic, or you're about to have a baby with a fucking karmic. Either way, we all done had babies with karmics. Mind you, the lessons. All right, so here we are. Now we got these motherfucking kids on here, all unprovoked, because I tried to tell y'all asses, stay away from the, late night. And this is the reason why a lot of y'all drinking and drugging is not good, because we make poor decisions when we're drinking and drugging. That's how we end up with them little bastard ass kids that you didn't want, because all of a sudden everybody looks good at the party, when, nah, in all actuality, you would not do that if in fact you was not under the influence. So this is the reason why they tell y'all, kings, queens, kings should not get drunk. Kings should not be under the influence. When you are doing certain things, you should not be under the influence, because you make mistakes, and now your ass then got set the fuck back. Or set up. Take it how it resonates, because, they're the same. Anyway, the language barrier. By the time a child learns to speak the way we do, society, schooling, and conditioning have already started to shape them. We all fall down like toy soldiers. Toy fucking soldiers. Almost erasing or covering over what they knew. They took your divine spark. They keep trying to take the divine spark. That's why they keep trying to fuck with the kids. That's the reason why you have to protect the kids. Because the kids are the closest to God. The kids are the ones that just, and here come the adults because they know better. The adults are the ones that need, the adults are the ones that are fucked up. Okay, so take it how it resonates. Anyway, I didn't say any of this. This just is what they said. That's why the children sometimes say the things that they say. And they say, oh, they've been here before. The kids are wise. Have y'all ever met a child that was already in tune with the world, the universe, and they could tell you they were the parent? The parents are just, not all that great as parents, but the kids are the more responsible ones. They are like, they come in like the ancestors, like your great grandmom. They instantly come in, and the kids is like running shit. And you be like, without them kids, them parents don't seem like. But mind you, the kids be running shit. Yeah, exactly. And then they'll be like, that's an old soul. Well, well, the truth be what it be. The truth is what it is. Nobody lied. All right. Um. All right. So a message being sent. All right. Okay. So a message goes out. Anyway. Spiritually, this would mean the barrier isn't because the babies don't know. The language barrier is not because the babies don't know. The language barrier is because the adults aren't ready to hear. Adults swear they know everything. Have you ever seen somebody like they be like, I'm older than you? Older does not mean wiser. Y'all, that is around for a reason. Older does not mean wiser. Older does not mean wiser. It is some old dumb motherfuckers running around here, in case y'all do not know. This is the reason why. Have y'all not realized like a lot of older men are always trying to manipulate and fuck with young girls? Cause and mind you, it seems like their mind hasn't. The young girls have the same mentality as the old men because they dumb. They dumb as fuck. They be thinking that because I'm an old ass man, I can get over on this young girl. But technically, you got what I want, and as long as you're giving me what I want, who's the dummy? Like, they don't even understand the value of what they could potentially be giving away until they, again, these niggas are on agenda, on assignment. These old ass niggas are on assignment. They real devils. They real demons. That's why, they old ass niggas know that, I should have money because it's bait. They old ass fucking trolls. Nasty ass bastards. Um, So the barrier isn't because the babies don't know, it's because the adults aren't ready to hear. So I'm confused. Anyway, so here we go. What if the babies remember? What if the smallest among us carry the greatest wisdom? Think about this for a moment. Babies arrive in this world in fresh form, fresh from source, freshly new, untouched by human conditioning. They cry, they laugh, they babble in sounds we dismiss as nonsense. But what if that nonsense is really a language we've forgotten? A vibration carrying the memory of where they just came from and where we all wish we were. We assume babies don't know anything yet, but what if that's the complete opposite? What if they know too much and the language barrier is intentional? Imagine if infants could clearly explain the soul contracts they just agreed to, the missions they're here to fulfill, or the lessons their parents are meant to face. Could the adults handle that? Or could it completely unravel the roles we all agreed to play? By the time children learn our language, the world has already begun. It's all the work of conditioning them. School, culture, society, even family expectations start weaving a veil over them that they once remembered. Like, why the fuck? Okay, so their knowing gets tucked away beneath layers of survival, identity, and belief systems. Like, this system is so fucked up. Can you imagine being a light, a fucking light in the world, and then all of a sudden they trap you in a fucking body, a vessel? And now the main goal of the body and the vessel is slavery. This system keeps wanting to enslave you for fucking free work energy. Like, the amount of what you put out in this realm is not the amount that you put in. You mean to tell me you took my spark, my light? Did you tell me the truth when I volunteered to come over this motherfucker? Did you tell them that they are coming into a wasteland? So now I'm pissed off with everybody, right? Because as this went on, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It made me pissed off with everybody. Because on one hand, you said this place needed help and that we were the light, the spark that it needed in order to initiate the next sequence of events. But then you didn't also tell me that nobody here is going to remember the agenda. You mean to tell me I'm going to come into this world all by myself and I'm going to have to fight billions of people to understand how powerful they really are, how much light, how much power we truly hold, and you want me to be the only voice of reckoning and reasoning? Mind you, you also want me to fight against a male dominated area. These people don't care about nothing but fucking and money. I don't care about none of that. These people are materialistic. These people don't behave like light sources at all, period. Ain't no way they could have came from source, because look at them. They had to come from a black hole. They gotta be antimatter, or they gotta be dark matter, or they gotta be something that they gotta be something that is just definitely ungodly, but everything is God. So you want me to believe like it's too much. All right, so here we are. Their knowing gets tucked away beneath layers of survival, identity, and belief systems, because this is what the fuck this dirty ass realm got. This is a fucking, this whole area is dirty. It's full of mold. It's full of dust. It's full of particles from businesses and industries that I never authorized to be built or anything else. And then the funny part is if not for nothing, and y'all don't take away anything from this. So you come into this realm a baby, not knowing anything, but knowing everything, right? You can't do anything. Your body, the vessel that they put you in has to, upsize itself. You got to soak in a little bit of water. You know those little beads that they soak in water and they get big. Remember them little that, and then as you age, they aged you, and then you resort back to that same frail ass form and still knowing everything, because as you get older, you have accumulated a lot of knowledge and things that all the shoulda coulda wouldas in this earth and on this realm, and then you die with that. Your light, your being gets extinguished. Yeah, I don't like this shit, because this seems like a motherfucking plot that you weren't meant to win. Meanwhile, all I've been being told is that we won. We win. Whatever the fuck this shit show has in store for us as of now, we win. You were never at a disadvantage. You had every tool that you ever needed when you came into this realm. I just need you to hear me. I need you to tap in. I need you resort back to your original language. You didn't use words. You can send the signal. I can hear you. So listen to this shit. So telepathically, right? If there were no words or there needed to be no words, the biggest trick alive would have been, this is why we have the miscommunication, because I'm going to give you a language that cannot be translated. This language can't really properly be translated into this language. Like, we have a select few words, but why the fuck would the stationary language be, excuse me, the language that doesn't really translate into the actual languages? So who is the fucking mastermind? All right, I don't like it. So anyway, who's the fucking mastermind? This is why the little ones sometimes say shocking things, recalling another life, describing people they've never met, or expressing wisdom far beyond their years. For a moment, the veil slips and we catch a glimpse of unfiltered soul speaking. Oh shit, because the glamour spell can't last for long. They can only hold it for a certain point in time. Because who the fuck is putting up the glamour spell, though? Who also, where the fuck are the timekeepers? I've been asking that for a hot second, and I know y'all probably think I'm bugging, but guess the fuck what? Where the fuck are the timekeepers? Because something is definitely the fuck off. This is not the realm that I remember. I'm telling y'all, and I done told y'all multiple times, this is not the realm that I remember. Something's not right. It's been adjusted. It's been corrupted. Who the fuck has that much knowledge, that much power, that much anything to do that? We do, right? So, if in fact we gave Miss Kelly, you come from another timeline, and on that timeline, all of this shit has already happened. You done already seen where it came from, how we won, yada yada yada, right? And so somehow Miss Kelly was able to make it to this timeline because Miss Kelly knows how to. I told y'all, I was given a message. It said some of the very old ones know how to jump without being reborn. So some of the old spirits know how to jump without being reborn, but it wasn't something to be touched on at the time because it wasn't something to be touched on. But remember, I told y'all about the Buddha. He said that today is the day that I'm going to ascend into heaven. I'm leaving this earth right now. So they know how to jump without being incarnated because he said he needed to change bodies. He needed to change bodies. Because the body that he was in had already done enough, and so he needed to go elsewhere. Bitch, how am I supposed to? Y'all people ask the where. How would I know, ho? How would I know if it's in the box? I swear. And mind you, this is when people get mad at me. Okay, this is where people get mad at me when they start asking me questions, and I have to point out the fucking obvious. You looked at it, I looked at it, bitch. Why would you ask me something? And then now you gonna be mad at me because I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. But it's common sense. And again, here we go. This is the type of shit that grown big ass motherfucking adults do. Bitch, it's right there. Look with your eyes. But clearly, even when we look with our eyes, we don't see shit. This is why the little ones sometimes say the most shocking things, recalling another life, describing people they've never met, telling y'all about lives they lived when the people are like, how the fuck do you remember that when you just got here? Like, you don't know this person. Meanwhile, it's being proven that these people know. I hate when people talk to me that I don't like. Like literally, I don't like when people talk to me that I like. Why the fuck are you talking to me? And it'd be weird, y'all, spiritually and why the fuck are you talking to me? And I don't get it, cause why are you talking to me? It's weird. But you know, we are the weird people. Anyway, they're beyond their years. They're old souls. For a moment, the veil slips, and we catch a glimpse of unfiltered soul speaking. But often we laughed it off, hushed them up, or redirect them, not realizing we might be silencing the truth. Because you'll say, "Oh, that's not true, little Sally. Such and such. That's not how that." Bitch, I said what I said. Little Sally said what she said. She told y'all that she is the incarnation of the grandmom, the great great grandmom, and she remember Pop Pop Tucker back in the, doing this, that, and the third, and yada 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 yada. But y'all are laughing, thinking that it's funny. The little girl says she crawled out of hell. They said, "Do you remember? Do you remember such and such and such and such?" The little girl said, "No, but I do remember the day that the earth cracked open and I crawled out of hell." Wow. Okay. What did we do with that information now? Because I believe her. So that means she's going to be a terror. She could be telling y'all she's about to be the next serial killer. She could be telling you whatever she's supposed to be telling you. But she said what she said. And remember, I said, now the truth is being the truth. This is the reason why kids tell the truth. Have y'all noticed, like, the biggest person, that when you want to know something that's the truth, as a child, fuck, you better order it from there. All right, so children tell the truth. When children are always telling the truth. And people always think, these little motherfuckers is like, a little bit aggressive, this, that, and the third. But either way, they said what they said because they don't have the I need the filter that tells them to lie to you. They don't have the filter that tells them to lie to you. I don't know if y'all noticed it or not, but have y'all seen some of these babies? Some of these babies that are born right now are definitely old as fuck. Like, how the fuck do you get born? Yup. How do you get born with a cul-de-sac? How are you born and your hairline is receding? How are you being born and you look like you died off a plantation last week? Like your ass got to be 98 years old. That's a fresh new baby. These babies is wrinkled and old as fuck. Like they look like they done been through years and years and years of trauma. How is you new that just born and you look like Pop Pop Reginald? Something ain't right. Cause y'all are stressing the motherfucking kids out. Y'all are stressing the system out, and even they tired, we tired, everybody tired. Okay, they tired. Now the baby's being recycled. Now they old as fuck, and they tired because they y'all just don't fucking listen. All right. Either way, they said what they said. They try to tell y'all, but here y'all go, not realizing you could be silencing the truth. Miss Kelly said the kids tell the truth, but why are y'all wanting to shut them up? Because y'all don't want them telling y'all the truth. What if the barrier isn't because babies cannot communicate, but what if it's because the adults are not ready to hear? What if the innocence of childhood holds the closest connections to the divine blueprint, and the forgetting is a part of the agreement we make in order to fully live this earth experience? But what if the forgetting is the undoing of here? Because again, the kids come in innocent, no fear, ready to learn, and then here we go teaching them all this bullshit that we done got taught that now we're finding out was nothing but lies. Upside down world, inside out world, crisscross world. I don't know about y'all, but I'm a little bit annoyed because y'all, does it not sound like it's striking a chord to tell you the truth? Because why would you resort back to the same form that you entered in, you resort back to that form? And then again, they try to take your memory. I don't really like that guy, because like, what was really the plot in the play? Like, I need something to reassure me that this is gonna get handled the proper way. Because I like for shit to get handled the proper way, and right now I don't feel like it's being handled the proper way, because why was the scales tipped to this? Meanwhile, we were the ones that gave them. Like, how did this happen? And this is the part that baffles the fuck out of me, because I'm trying to remember how this happened. I'm not supposed to forget. Even yesterday, when they gave me the message, I forgot. It slipped my mind because I was doing something, but that's the distraction. They figured out that by distractions, give you too many things to pay attention to, give you stuff to have to work for. Again, I told you, all these niggas in around here is materialistic, fucking nasty ass, uncontrolled, and y'all say what y'all want to say. I don't care, because really the description is really what it is, because that's the display of. We have to dig deep to go find a man who don't cheat. We have to dig deep to find a man who's honest. We have to dig deep. A woman that don't cheat, a woman that is honest. Take it how it resonates, and whatever the fuck you deal with, why do we have to go dig extra fucking hard? Why is that not the standard? Conditioning. They don't want you to be a virtuous woman. They don't want you. They want to sell these things, make money. And when you're in a materialistic ass simulation, or when you're in a sexually driven lack of control, lack of spiritual awareness, lack of whatever, all of these things, it is, I'm the better person, I am the better energy, I'm not happy. This world is not happy. This society is not happy unless they are better than somebody else. This is where this simulation has taken us to. So no, never mind the truth. Let's, try to cover up everything, because sometimes the truth is hard to hear. Sometimes the truth is hard to hear. But at the end of the day, the truth is what's important, is in making you informed. You need information, the truth. And this is why I said even before, like, at some point in time, our society has to really start just saying this is the truth. And as of now, I see this is the truth, because we're saying, I don't want you to be a whole person. Somebody wants me to think that I'm not a whole person. Well, who the fuck are you? And honestly, in my right mind, like, I feel like if you can link up all the thoughts and everybody can get back to the original language subconsciously, or telepathic messages and things of that nature, I think that the power that would be generated by that, and the amount of communication that could get sent out really, really quick, and the things that could be aligned would, like, topple a house. It's because it's given like the tower card, destruction, but it's also a cleansing in the destruction. So as everything is being torn down, then it needs to be torn down, because this is what allows us to know that it's not built the right way. It's not built for me. It's not built for us. But it also goes along with, I'm not gonna let you just sink my battleship, because literally I was just over here minding my own fucking business, all unprovoked life, lifing, doing what I need to do, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you thought that you should tear life down, and that life should not be the same, or life should be different, or life should be harsh for me because of the fact that you're fucking lazy ass blob of fucking shit. I don't like that. And spiritually, I would like to, use my veto card to say, I ain't fucking with that. All right. So since I ain't fucking with that,
Everybody can align themselves because that's what free will does. Free will says you get to say whether or not you want to be involved in, like, I quit, I throw in the flag because fuck them and fuck that. All right. Either way, I know they telling a lie. All right. Take it how it resonates. Mind you, I didn't say that. They said that. All right. But I'm saying it. All right. So if that's true, then a part of our spiritual journey is not about gaining something new, but remembering what was already there. Didn't I tell y'all? Have y'all ever noticed that how every time everything gets fucked up, we resort back to the original form, the gardening, the easy way of life, everything that was simple. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes less is more. Okay, so what you want me to do? You want me to give up my cushy ass house? You want me to give up my cushy ass car? You want me to give up my cushy ass life? You want me to give up? You want me to give up? You want me to give up whatever? But you never gained anything. You never gained anything. So anybody that thinks they would be losing anything, you should get your mind right, ho. Either way, I didn't say it. That's what they said. Get your mind right. Because at the end of the day is going to end. That means that it's unstoppable, like a steamroller. It's going to happen, regardless of whether or not you like it or not. So, if I don't want to give up any of those things, and I have been conditioned to, because I don't like bugs and this, that, and the third. Meanwhile, back at band camp, we had lanterns and things of that nature. Like, I'm still a fan of, like, old school, lantern lights and things of that nature. But have y'all ever realized that the people who learn and the people who are, trying to go off grid or have been off grid and things of that nature, those are the people who have been connecting with source, putting their hands on the land, getting freedom, mental freedom, trying to cut themselves out of the simulation. It's like I told y'all the other day. I be running from people, right? Like, literally, leave me alone. Like, I don't want nobody coming near me. Leave me the fuck alone. But I swear, the more I say that, the more they come. I said that to somebody the other day. Like, I've been saying to the universe, can you please stop these people from, whatever? And the more I've said it, it seems like they want to come even closer. Because why do y'all like disruption? I don't like disruption. I don't like a confusion. Confusion to me says you clearly don't like. I'm not dealing with that. Confusion is nothing but the devil. So I'm not dealing with that. Anybody that want to keep confusing shit and bring in mix this and third, I'm not fucking with that. And we're taught to be the best we can, inadvertently it's better than better than others are not good enough. And then the funny part about it is being the best we can. It's like if you learn something, have you ever been in this predicament? You learned something in school and you did your test, this and a third, you didn't do well on the test, and then you told your parent, I did my best. I might not be a good tester, right? And they say, no, you can do better. Like, even when you tell somebody, this is all I got for you, no, you can do better. So are you saying that I'm wrong? Or again, this is where people are even saying that God is wrong. Because God clearly has to be wrong if all these BBLs is running around here. God clearly has to be wrong if people keep telling us that, like, so do we believe in God? Do we have faith or do we not? Because, like, at some point in time, both things can't be true. You're telling me I'm fucked up, but you're also telling me that God is true. So if God is true, then I was meant to be whatever the fuck I was meant to be. It's going to be what it's going to be. Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Tell you good gets better and your better gets best. Y'all remember that? Like, I guess they say practice makes perfect. Well, what if it don't? What if it's just repetitive and stupid? I mean, it could get better, but what if they don't have better in them? I don't know. So, not my problem. So, if that's true, then a part of our spiritual journey is not about gaining something new, but remembering what was always there, the soul wisdom we once carried so freely before the world taught us to forget. So the next time you hear a child babble, dream, or speak from a place that seems too deep for their age, pause, listen. Um, you might just be hearing echoes of a soul reminding you that this realm is fucked up. Some truths you once knew. But if babies remember, and if it's our job as adults to remember alongside them, then what would be next? Damn. What if babies remember? What if the smallest souls carry the heaviest truths? They come here fresh from source, untouched by fear, untouched by conditioning, and we hear their cries, their laughter, their babble, and we call it nonsense. But what if it isn't nonsense at all? What if it's the language that we've forgotten, a vibration holding memory of where they just came from? See, we think babies don't know anything yet, but what if they know too much? What if that language barrier is on purpose? So they don't reveal the assignments we've agreed to, the soul contracts we've signed before entering this earth. Imagine a child looking into their mother's eyes and saying, I choose you. I came here to help you heal. Could the world handle that truth, or would it break the illusion we built just to survive? By the time children learn to speak like us, the conditioning has already begun. School, society, culture, family, each layer pulling a veil over the memory of who we are and who they are and what we all came here to do. That's why sometimes a child says something that shocks you, something wise, something ancient, something that doesn't fit their age. For a moment, the veil slips, the soul speaks, but too often we laugh, we hush, we dismiss, not realizing we're silencing the truth, a deeper truth, a truth deeper than our own. So maybe the question isn't, do babies remember? Maybe the real question is, are we ready to listen? Because what if the innocence of a child is the closest connection to God we'll ever see? What if it's forgetting? What if the forgetting was a part of the contract and remembering is a part of our journey? Next time you hear a child dream, the next time you hear them speak, the speak in riddles, or laugh, or the light, don't dismiss it. Listen. Because what if the babies remember, and what if it's our jobs as adults to remember with them? All right, so repeat. Because it's an echo. But mind y'all, the first one was longer and drawn out. The second one was quick and to the point. But mind you, it was an echo. Because it got sent out. So, what's in the echo? Why is it twice? But why is it multiple streams? I feel like, because, All right, my hand etching. There's wealth and abundance. An echo is more than just a sound bouncing back. Spiritually, it can represent memory, the lingering vibration of something once spoken, once felt, like the universe reminding you that words, actions, and energy don't disappear, they ripple. Souls remember. The echo is the voice of your higher self telling you you've been here before. Pay attention. We already been here before. We seen what the fuck this next move does, and guess what? Right now we got counterintelligence. So something needs to happen or something is about to happen because we already been here before. We already did this. That's why they keep sales pitching us. History repeats itself. History repeats itself. It was a fucking warning. History repeats itself. They're doing it again. They're trying to cleanse and clear and get rid of. They're doing it again. So what do we do differently this time? It's 7:47. All right, that's a plane. It's time for takeoff. But it also can be a spirit because for some reason takeoff gave me the amigos, the friends, the three amigos. But that's a rap group also, so it's sound and frequency. But Takeoff is the one that died. But anyway, Takeoff is leaving. So take it how it resonates. Because I don't know where that came from, or where they were even going with that. Other than it's either leaving, time to go. But mind you, I got luggage packed. So the universe sent me his and her luggage. I have a white set of luggage and I have a black set of luggage. And so It came out of one of my auction boxes, but it was one of the things, like I told y'all, I'm packing for a nigga. Why am I packing for a nigga that I don't even have a nigga? Mind you, then the universe sends me his and her luggage because my stuff is white, his stuff is black. It's always that way. I'm confused. Where the fuck are we going? Anyway, so apparently we're going somewhere. We're going on a trip in our favorite rocket ship. Little Einstein. All right, so here we go because we was talking about the kids. So anyway, here we are. So whoever energy, here we are. Soul's remember, our soul's reminder, unfinished lessons. Sometimes echoes show up in life as repeating patterns. Different faces, same energy. Remember, I told y'all for some reason the energy, and I keep saying it, it want its bitch back. So I keep getting like, you have a type, but you don't really have a type. Anyway, the energy be the same. So the energy is always, seeking. And so the energy that I have been, assigned to and attached to, it jumps because it won his bitch back, right? And so the previous nigga, failed the assignment. Never rewinding ever again. There's no way. Not a fast forward, not a nothing. Okay, so universal, whatever, yada yada. Anyway, the energy itself is seeking, and I know it. So apparently the energy them found where it think it can land that they think I might like. So incoming, right? Okay. I didn't say nothing. The universe said, shut your mouth, girl. Don't you say nothing, okay? You let us do what we gonna do. And I said, okay. I ain't gonna say a word. I'm gonna just see where this lands me at. But y'all do realize that if shit get to shaking, I'm gonna start talking, right? The universe said, we ain't afraid of you, bitch. We know what you're gonna say. It's fine. You know what I'm saying? Just shut your ass up right now because we don't want to hear it. Let us do our thing. And I said, okay, universe, do your thing. All right. We did Erykah Badu on them. And universe, do your thing. We just gonna leave it in the hands of the universe. So the universe said, okay, well, shut your mouth. As long as you don't put your lips in it, then everything's gonna be good. Okay. I said, all right. So here we are. An unfinished lesson. Sometimes you gotta learn to shut the hell up. Sometimes you gotta learn to just let the universe do its thing. Sometimes you just got to mind your own damn business and just walk with me now. Don't say nothing. Just bring your ass on. All right? Okay, fine. I ain't saying nothing. I'm packed. Okay? So the universe then got my ass packed. And I'm saying, universe, where the fuck we going? Don't you worry about it. So I got my passport. I got my suitcase. Where we going? Don't know. So apparently I'm about to take an unfinished lesson because here we are. Or I got to go on an unfinished lesson. But here we are with the proof of presence. Even when you think something is gone, a relationship, a loved one, a prayer, the echo proves that every energy never dies. The echo proves that energy never really dies. It transforms, but it still answers back. So the echo said, nigga, you are a fucking failure. Like, why the fuck would you do that? Because you do realize I love this bitch, right? I gotta go get where I need to get to because that's my bitch. I recognize that bitch or that nigga from timeline after timeline after timeline after timeline after timeline. That's mine. And I'm going to go get it. And if you're in this body, because, the energy says, I ain't fucking with that nigga. The last nigga, I'm never fucking with that nigga again. So the energy now, have you ever seen a person, as you grow up, it'd be like, and y'all know I like them boys. So, where I grew up, it was a lot of, them boys, And when them boys get locked up and go to jail, right, they lose their swag. Excuse me. It could be something that's tied to, it's like big dick energy. When a nigga got a lot of money, they walk around like they got a big dick, but most of them be having little dicks. But you can't tell them that they dick is not big because of the fact that, bitch, my money is large. I can stand, all my money up to my height and I could, so they swear they got big energy. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. I don't even care that you think that you have big dick energy, but I can tell you that you don't. So, they carry themselves. It comes more off like as being arrogant, but it's like, again, little man syndrome. It's the opposite. It comes off because they want to be aggressive, they want to be assertive, they want to be authoritative, they want to be like the man, but literally it's given little dick energy, but big dick energy. To them it's big dick energy, but to anybody else that can absorb the energy and see it, they know, nigga, you're not him. You just think that, and then as soon as the money falls, so does the dick. It falls down. Can't even get it up because it be tied to, their power is tied to the money. Anyway, it's a false energy. And so whatever it is that they had that made them feel like, a god, a king, whenever they don't have it, their attitude is different. Their energy is different. They all of a sudden feel like they act like they're defeated. I've seen a couple of them, right? They act like they defeated. And then they go to jail and then they get stuck in fucking whatever year it was that they went to jail, and they be fucking childish as fuck. Anyway, but you can't tell them this. To them, they come off as, I'm the man. I got the new car. I got the... No, you're corny. Like, nobody's around you is telling you that because you pay for everything. But somebody that is outside looking in that actually, like, you're corny. Period. And people would be mad, but, sometimes we like cornballs. Like, I like a nigga that is, corny. But know that you're corny. I can feel like I be feeling like sometimes like I'm not one of the girls that are, because I don't like Instagram bitches. I'm disappointed in certain people that are around me that are like, or that have been around me that became an Instagram bitch. Like, why do you want to look like a cookie cutter ass bitch? Like, I don't want to look like a cookie cutter. I don't even want to live in a cookie cutter ass house or a cookie cutter ass neighborhood. Like, to me, it's boring. But that's my opinion. But to me, and then the weird part is the niggas that say the worst shit will like these bitches, they promote these bitches, but that's not the bitch that they gonna be with. Which is weird to me, because if in fact you want the world to change, stop boosting up the shit that y'all don't like, but these are the bitches that y'all boost up. That's why everybody went following that pattern. But to me, that's mindless and stupid. So take it how it resonates. I'm not judging though. But you have to be very careful about what you put out into this universe, because how you going to say that you don't like that, but that's what y'all, every time y'all see a person out on a video with a bitch, these are the bitches that y'all are promoting, but y'all trying to tell the normal women, the women who love their bodies, the women who, and you can do whatever you want. So I ain't talking about nobody. You can do whatever you want. Nip tuck, whatever. You got whatever you got the money to do, fucking you do it. I don't care. But how are y'all going to promote something and then on the other hand tell all the young girls like, you should grow up and have a good attitude and a good, and love yourself and love your body. But meanwhile, every time you promote a bitch, it look like one of these. That's giving a mixed signal and a mixed message. And then you should wonder why, like, mentally, shit is crisscross applesauce. Because the shit ain't real. Either way, not my problem. But it is. It's everybody's problem. So take it how it resonates. The voice of creation. In some traditions, the echo is symbolic of God, source, responding. When you send out vibration, thought, word, or deed, the echo is the universe showing you what you put into motion. So there was an echo, but it summed it up. So it said to make it short. So that also is saying that we're going to have to make this thing short because of the fact that I need you to get it. And I need you to get it before. So maybe the frequency got sent out in long form, but then it got written in short form because I said what I said even the first time, but I said it and I summed it up on the second time in a shorter version, which ended up going out a little bit faster, but it was the same message as the first message. Exact same message. It was just short form. We got straight to the point. So when you send out a vibration, a thought, a word, or a deed, the echo is the universe showing you what you put into motion. So when you ask what is in an echo, the answer is yourself. So when things start repeating, that is like the confirmation, the alignment. So what's in an echo is yourself. When are you going to reach your soul purpose? Every day. When do you speak to God? Every day. When do you meditate? Every day. How often do you think? Every day. How often are you creating frequencies? Every day. Every day is a new day to wake up, to be able to start and do it differently. If in fact it didn't get done the right way, or the way that or the universe wanted it to be the day before that, when you wake up, you can do it again. You can start over again every day. So we may have missed the messages, we may have missed the signs, but we can still pick it up. We can still do it. We still have another chance every day. Mind you, the signs are there. We see every move, every little step these people are taking, but guess what? I don't want to live underneath their laws anyway. So as of now, I don't want to live underneath their laws anymore. And I'm talking to God about it, because when whatever happens, trust and know that you might not want to go with the next set of people. You might not want to go with the next group of people. You might not want to, like, right now, change is about to be made in a very big way. And change is already being made in a very big way, because when people start, trying to diminish a people and a person as a whole, like, let them deal with God. And that's all I gotta say. So what's in the echo? The answer is yourself. They said history repeats yourself. The echo is you. So somewhere along the timelines, if you haven't picked it up, you may have been helping yourself. And I know that may sound strange, but I have been saying it myself. One day I left, there was something that was in a place that I didn't know nothing about. And for 2 days, I looked at this thing and I'm saying, I left it. And then I'm wondering how that got left there. And then in my mind, I said, it feels like, why does it keep feeling like I'm helping myself? Like, I don't know how you're weaving through the timelines or how you're moving, Miss Ma'am, but I'm proud of you and congratulations. So y'all should be saying the same thing. It's like, literally talk to yourself. I don't know how you're doing that, sir, but I'm proud of y'all, and y'all keep moving. Y'all are picking up the messages, but also be mindful that your brain, are you ready for this jelly? Are you ready for this jelly? And not even pertaining to that, it is the source, the memory. Are you going to be one of them people who trick yourself into not believing what the fuck you're seeing, or not accepting what's being shown right in front of your face? Because everything was conditioning. It was talking about the biggest lie ever told. And right now, I feel like we're standing in the biggest lie ever told.